Bonjour tout le monde, welcome back to Montreal Rides. Just a quick pre-introduction. It's been about 12 days since the last time I was riding my scooter. 13 days since I fell off my scooter and hurt my elbow. I realized a bit too late that it was hurting a lot because the adrenaline fell after a couple of days. And because it hurt a lot, I went to the hospital just to be safe. There is no fracture. It was just a very bad sprain and swollen. Got some heavy anti-inflammatory and painkiller pills, which meant I couldn't be using heavy equipment, which includes a scooter. So, I'm back. So what follows is the video I recorded the day after I fell off my scooter. Enjoy! Bonjour tout le monde, welcome back to Montreal Rides. It's the day after my crash, or I should say after my fall. I did not really crash into that car. I just locked my front brake and fell over. My elbow still hurts. And I'll have to take a look at it. If it doesn't get better within a few days, then there's the possibility of a fracture. Hopefully not, but we never know. So let's hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. And what I've learned is that I did not brake properly. I have a CBS, combined braking system, on this NQi GTS, and it's something I have to be careful with. If I look at this one, the right handle only controls the front brake, and the left handle only controls actually controls both the front and the rear brake. I have no brake that controls only the rear brake by itself. So when I apply brake on the left side, there's a proportionate spread distribution of braking power on both the front and the back. And when I apply on the front, it's only on the front. So if I'm applying on the left to both first, and while I'm holding it, I'm pressing on the right one, I'm adding braking power to the front wheel. It's okay as what I just did right now, which is progressively brake with both brakes using the left handle, and then force myself to a complete stop using the right one if I feel that I'm getting slightly too close. So that's okay for approaches or controlled, predicted braking, I guess you could say. But when it's in a moment of panic, like I had yesterday, I should have only used the left handle, which means that would have distributed properly the braking power to the front and the back, allowing me to maintain control and not lock my front wheel, which is what happened when I hit the front brake in addition to both brakes. So I changed the balance of power, of braking power, in a split second. My front wheel locked. The rest of the weight of the scooter behind it, its momentum pushed forward on it. The wheel turned, to the weakest point and sent me flying. So there you have it. So today I'm going towards an open lot, which I hope is unoccupied, to practice braking, basically. And I'm going to the same lot that I practiced during the practical course of the scooter with Technique. I'm actually going to the same place. If they're there, I'll ask if I can join. If they're not, then I'll take advantage of the open field, open paved lot. I will be using the Jacques-Cartier Bridge to reach my destination, so that will be a first for me. I did verify online to make sure moped scooters are allowed on the Jacques-Cartier Bridge. The indicated speed limit is 50 kilometers an hour, but I know that people use it like a highway and go way too fast, so whatever the case, I'm gonna hang a right on the bridge, since halfway across the bridge I have to get off the bridge via a road that's on the right. So that's it for now. Let me get to the destination. Here's a little musical interlude. See you soon. Well, I made it to where I wanted to be, but the place is closed off. It's just on the other side of that building. And, well, a lot of official schools and government agencies, when it comes to motorcycles, stop doing any kind of business on October 15th. As the season approaches the end, it's getting too cold. You know, on average it's getting too cold, but global warming is changing that, considering the 21 Celsius we have today. So I won't be practicing my braking here. I will ride back home Maybe I'll use the Canadian Tire parking lot if there's not too many people in there. And if there are too many people in there, then I will just ride back home and nurse my elbow and keep looking for work. I will explain ABS versus CBS versus IBS, all different kinds of braking systems. And I will use a bit of Google to get some correct definitions. A small disclaimer, I am not a professional. What I say is from quick online research and from memory. So do not take everything I say for granted. Before I begin, I just want to point out that my crash happened at the 800th kilometer on the dot. So that's going to be an easy one to remember. Okay. So ABS is the anti-lock braking system. It prevents the wheels from locking up during hard braking by adjusting brake pressure. ABS uses sensors to monitor wheel speed and a control unit to modulate brake pressure. ABS is especially useful on slippery and uneven surfaces. Pros and cons of ABS can include, pros would be the fact that your wheels won't lock. The thing is that it can increase the braking distance, which can make you hit the car in front of you. Let me actually move that cone that's on the ground, put it back to where it needs to be. Now, CBS is the combined braking system. I just realized that my light is bent. From the fall yesterday. Alright, kind of looks even. Maybe a bit lower. Okay. So, what was I saying? CBS is a combined braking system, also known as LBS, linked braking system. It activates both the front and rear brakes when one brake lever is operated. So in this case, I only need to press the left lever and it activates both brakes. CBS distributes braking force to improve stability and control, especially for novice riders, and that's what I am. IBS is integral braking system and is a mechanical hydraulic system that was originally developed for motorcycles and has since been adapted for bicycles. Now, I've read elsewhere that IBS is pretty much CBS. CBS is either mechanical or hydraulic, whereas IBS is both mechanical and hydraulic. Now you can have CABS, which is the combined anti-lock braking system, and possibly IABS as well, integral or integrated anti-lock braking system. So it's the same thing where there's only one handle to control both the front and the rear brake, but at the same time with anti-lock sensors to prevent the wheels from locking. So what I have is regenerative CBS. So it uses some of the braking power, the energy heat from the braking to help with the very, very slightly recharge the battery. It's said that over the course of an entire battery use, it could add 5% depending on the amount of braking you're doing. So 5% battery charge extra. You won't see it because it's a fraction of a percentage each time you brake, and depending on how much you brake and all that stuff, it really makes a whole difference. I don't know where I'm going. So I will head back home, and I will be using the Jacques-Cartier Bridge from l'Île Sainte-Hélène, St. Helens Island. So it's halfway past the Jacques-Cartier Bridge and going north on it to head back onto the island of Montreal, which I'm leaving with this little road right here. Sorry, my bubble is kind of burst because I was really planning to do some practice, and now it's not happening. So I have hit a little down period. Well, let's get there, see what it's like, experience the bridge situation, and finish off this video. Hopefully I get to practice. We'll see. Let's have a little second musical interlude. I'll see you very soon. So I did a mistake and I'm back on the Jacques-Cartier Bridge going the wrong way, and Google was telling me, oh, just make a U-turn. No. Absolutely not. So I'm gonna head to the South Shore and make my way back over the Jacques-Cartier Bridge again to come back to Montreal. It's still telling me, make a U-turn, make a U-turn. No, I am not doing a U-turn right here. It is not safe. No, I'm not doing a U-turn. get back on the bridge. Some of the instructions that were missing was do not stay in the right lane. And that's what made me do a zigzag around and back and forth. Now I'm properly on Papineau Street going north until there's no more Papineau Street almost. I made it. It's getting late, it's getting dark. I have to end this here. So, even though it was kind of broken, if you like this video, leave a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, subscribe down below. Look at my video description for all kinds of links. I'll see everyone in the next video. Je vous souhaite une bonne journée. Ciao!